Yeah, hi everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to write a new plugin, new custom business logic, and how can we deploy a custom business logic with a CRM into CRM. Those steps I'm going to show. This will be useful for beginners, CRM beginners, trainees. Okay. So now, today I'm going to demonstrate duplicate detection based on the mobile phone. If any record existing with the same mobile phone number, we need to restrict the record save. Okay, so this one we can achieve by using duplicate detection rules. Also, we can achieve it. First, let me show you how duplicate detection will work. Just click on new button. Okay. So I'm giving same mobile number. With the same mobile number there is an account record is already existing, so either we can ignore and save this record, or else we can merge with these two records. We can merge. So this duplicate detection we can enable by using duplicate detection rules. It's a out of box system which will be an out of box feature. Okay, but now in our scenario, if any record existing with the same phone number, we are not going to save this. We are not allowing user to save this record information. Okay, so for that we are going to write a plugin. To write a plugin, we need to open Visual Studio first. We need to create a class library project, because class library always it will generate a DLL. The DLL we have to deploy into CRM. So I'm choosing DLL file, data framework DLL, class library project. Click on next. Give me some random name. Just create. Okay. So this is my project. Once we create the project, delete that CSS file and add a new folder account. In this, we have to add our class file. Give a proper name for the class file and account pre-validation, and save it. So now our project is ready. Now we need to add a CRM SDK related DLLs to the solution, so that it will so that then only we can utilize CRM interface methods. By using CRM interface methods, we can invoke a create, update, delete, assign. So those operations we can execute by using CRM DLLs interface methods only. To add that one, first we need to add the CRM SDK for this solution. To add the CRM SDK solutions, we need to navigate to manage NuGet packages. From here, go to browser, type Microsoft XRM SDK. So we need to install core assemblies for this particular solution. Always go with I'm going with the older version a bit. Install. So once we install this NuGet packages, these assemblies all will be added to our solution. Okay. Now it is installing the DLLs. Accept. Okay, all the DLLs got installed. Close it. Just check. Expand Solution Explorer. Go to References. See all the DLLs got were added. Okay. So now we need to add the reference DLL in the namespace Microsoft.xrm.sdk. If you utilize any queries, executing any queries, for that we need to add Microsoft.xrm.sdk.query. These reference namespace we need to add it. After that, we need to add and we need to extract add interface, iPlugin interface with this class. so that we then only we can utilize all the methods which is available inside iPlugin interface. Those method with those methods we can invoke a create or update a delete. Okay, now these are the common these are the common syntax to get the context and service. Okay, so here we are getting the context, here we are getting the we are generating the service by passing context dot user id method. Okay, this is the tracing service. If we by using tracing service we can let's say if in some scenarios our plugin will be fail to identify up to where the plugin got executed. To identify those such scenarios we need to add a tracing services. By using tracing services we can identify it easily. Okay, now by using here first we will define, I'm defining my entity, creating one entity object. Account equals to null. I'm defining account object as a null, and from current context I'm getting the entity context dot input parameters dot contains target context dot input parameters of target not equals to null. Account equals to entity context dot input parameters target. So here what I'm doing is from the context I'm checking whether context contains the target entity. If the target entity, if yes, the target entity should not equal to null. So basically I'm checking the context entity, it should contains target, and the target it should not equal to null. Then only I'm getting the target entity. The target entity I'm assigning into this object. So here this is the typecast from the target entity. Here we are getting the target entity. That target entity we are converting into the entity by using this typecast and storing into this uh, object. Okay, now here I am checking account not equals to null, is adding some null condition. If it is null then it will not execute this logic, otherwise it will go inside and it will execute the logic. Okay, so and I'm checking like stem if account dot attributes dot contains telephone one account dot attributes dot we will see the logical name. We can copy the logical name. Sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, this is the logical name not equals to null. Then we are getting the telephone value string. I'm defining one more object to store the telephone number. String string.empty. Okay, now mobile number equals to string. I will show you. Now we are getting the mobile number from account entity dot account dot attributes of telephone one See here, if you are not doing any typecast, then the error will be shown here, like because this is an object this object we are trying to assign into a string variable. That is the reason, if you see here, cannot implicitly convert type object to string, and explicitly conversion exists. So here we are getting the typecast issue. So for that, always if we are assigning this value to a string variable, so we need to convert this value into string, then only system will allow to map. See now the error is, if you add some other, then also it will throw a typecast error, because this is an integer value and we are going to assign with a string value. That is the reason it is throwing the error. Okay, now added string variable. Okay, now we have the mobile number. With this mobile number we need to check whether any account record is existing or not. Existing account, check existing account equals to null. I'm defining one more object. Check existing account equals to get account. Into this I'm passing service and mobile number comma tracing services, because if we want to add any tracing services into inside this method, I need to pass the tracing services, otherwise I cannot get that add tracing services into this method. Just hover on this method, generate the method, click on the generate method, it will generate the method automatically with the parameters. For the parameters I'm passing organization service, mobile number and tracing service. Okay, so here I'm defining one more entity. Account record equals to null. Now I'm defining string equals to, I'm adding a fetch XML and entity collection with the entity collection EC equals to service dot retry multiple of new fetch expression, or into this fetch expression we need to pass our fetch XML. Then whatever the results we are getting, that results will come and store into this variable. Here ec dot entities dot count greater than 0. It means with this mobile number in this in based on this query results, with this mobile number if any record is existing, it will come and store it into this ec entity collection variable. If that entity collection variable count greater than 0, then there should be a record with the same mobile number. If it is 0, then there is no record with the mobile number. Okay, we are assigning this record into this variable ec dot entities of 0. The first record I'm assigning, if it is a record existing with this criteria, it will fetch the record and it will store this record we are returning. Okay, so now what is our fetch XML criteria? For that, what I'm going to, I'm querying an account entity, like main phone number equals to this number, whatever you can add it here, because this number we are passing is a dynamically to the query. Okay, so this is our query. Just download this fetch XML and open this fetch XML into Notepad. Before that, replace all the double quotes with single quote. Then copy, go to your logic here, add your logic. So here this is our mobile number. This mobile number we need to pass dynamically by using this parameter to pass this parameter into this query, we need to add double quote and place. After that, at the red symbol, then we need to pass mobile number. This is our, if you want to pass any variable, like any value or any parameter into this query, we need to pass in this, we need to pass into this way, like this. Okay. So now this whatever the selected mobile number, it will pass to this query dynamically. And if it any recording existing, that record will be assigned to the variable here, that it will return the object, entity object. Okay. So now into this, if any record found, this will be, that record will store into this entity object. Now here we can check, like if check entity exist, check existing account is not equals to null, then throw invalid plugin execution exception to the user account or record already exist with the same mobile number. Okay. And if you want, you can print the mobile number as well. Throw new man to pass the print the mobile number, add, pass the parameter here, that's it. Okay, now save this. Now everything is ready, just rebuild it. And we need to generate a sign in key for this project, because sign in key always, it will sign in key is nothing but a unique identifier for each, for the assembly, for the for this assembly. Okay. So for that, right click on the project, go to properties and settings, and sign in the assembly, click on new button, give some name, demo. I'm giving demo plugin. Okay. Now sign in successfully done. Just rebuild this one. Rebuild also succeeded. Now our plugin is ready to deploy. Okay. So our DLL, to find our DLL. So DLLs always, it will store into this location. Go to open folder in Explorer, file Explorer. Go to bin, debug, and this is our DLL. DLL always, it will generate with our plugin solution name only. Okay. And one more thing, here we build our code in debug mode. If you build your code in release mode, the DLL will be stored into release folder. Okay. There are two folders, if you see here, debug mode, because we our my plugin, I was built in debug mode. That is the reason demo demo CRM DLL is generated in the bin folder. Okay. In release folder, if it is empty. Okay. So if you change this like if you change this folder to debug to release, then the plugins will be stored into the release mode. Okay. So now login into plugin registration tool by clicking create new connection, pass your credentials and sign in. Once you sign in, click on register a new assembly. Here select your plugin. So my plugin is demo CRM plugin. Go to demo CRM plugin, then debug. This is our plugin. Select and register. Don't here also this isolation mode, it should be sandbox only. Now our plugin is registered. This is our plugin, and this is our assembly, and this is our plugin. Okay. To here we need to register new step. The step in the step, we have to uh, decide, like this plugin on which entity it is going to execute, on what operation it is going to execute, such and what is the execution mode, and what is the pipeline stage, what is the execution order, who is the running context, running user context, all the details we have to define it over here. So here my message is create and my entity is account, and the filtering attributes. Filtering attributes, leave it as empty. This will choose if you write any update plugin, then we need to define filtering attributes. Otherwise, you can leave it for now. You can leave it as it is, and our plugin should be executed pre-validation before, because before record save into the database, our transaction should be executed. That is the reason we are choosing the pre-validation. Pre-validation always it will execute before the main system operation, and outside the database transaction it will execute. Okay. I'm choosing a pre-validation synchronous mode. Register a plugin. Register. Can ignore this. See, our plugin is executed. If you have any images, you can you can all register the images by clicking new register new images. But in our case, we are not using any images. Okay. So now everything is done. Wait applied. Just refresh. Click on new. Go to account entity. So I'm going to create one more record. See here, with this mobile number already a record is there. I'm going to create one more new record with the same phone number. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Save it. See, this is how we can validate. Before record save, we can validate whether any duplicate record is existing with the same. We can validate like this. In the same scenario, we can we can also validate based on some other fields like email, phone number combination, if any record is existing or not. So such kind of validation also we can add, and we can extend by extending our logic. Okay. So this is how we can write our logic, we can implement our logic. Thank you for watching.